Hello, learners. We're going to be reading the article Animal and Plant Cells, the Same but Different from our unit Structure and Function. Cells are the basic units of structure and function in living things. Cells can do everything a living organism can do: grow, take in energy and matter, respond, and reproduce. All living things are made up of one or more cells. Recall that there are two types of cells: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Take a look at the image of a typical prokaryotic bacteria. Bacteria are so tiny that thousands could fit on a tip of a pin. Prokaryotic cells are smaller and have a simpler structure than eukaryotic cells. Yet, they have all equipment they need to grow and reproduce. This is because each of these cells has several basic parts: a cell membrane that controls the materials that enter and leave cells, jelly-like cytoplasm with suspended materials inside cells, ribosomes where proteins are made to perform cell functions, genetic material known as DNA that determines an organism's traits. Eukaryotic cells have the same basic parts as prokaryotic cells. However, eukaryotes are larger and more complex. There are two main differences between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. First, eukaryotic cells have a membrane-bound specialized structure called organelles. Each kind of organelle carries out a specific cell function. Second, eukaryotic cells have a nucleus surrounded by a membrane that houses and protects the DNA. The nucleus is the control center that regulates all cell activities. The round structures inside a nucleus are called the nucleolus, whose function is to create structures known as ribosomes. Some organisms, such as unicellular protists and fungi, consist of a single eukaryotic cell. Other eukaryotic cells are the basic units that make up multicellular organisms, such as animals and plants. Although there are no typical plant or animal cell, many common organelles are present in those cells. Find each of these organelles on the model of the plants and animal cells displayed in the diagrams below. Bean-shaped mitochondria are referred to as the powerhouses of the cell. Their function is to break down molecules found in food and provide energy to support the cell's activities. The endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, is a network of folded membranes that extends from the nuclear membrane. Some ER are covered by protein-making ribosomes. The ribosomes only attach to the ER once they are ready to make protein. The ER helps distribute these proteins and other substances between the nucleus and cytoplasm. Golgi bodies are flattened sacs that package ER products to be sent out of the cell. Vacuoles are filled with water, food, and waste and act as a cell's storage tank. Animal cells contain one unique type of organelle. Lysosomes are found only in animal cells and function to digest food molecules, removing waste and protect against foreign invaders such as bacteria. Plant cells have several major differences from animal cells. Plant cells are surrounded by a rigid outer layer called the cell wall. The cell wall contains cellulose, a tough substance that supports and protects the cell membrane. Plant cells differ from animal cells because they can make their own food. Disc-shaped organelles, known as chloroplasts, found in leaves and stem cells, contain the green pigment chlorophyll. Chloroplasts use light energy from the sun to make sugar, which is a plant's food. Vacuoles in plant cells are much larger than those in animal cells. Most plant cells have a large central vacuole that helps support the plant cell and also serves as a storage place for water, sugar, starch, and protein. Once again, this was the article Plant and Animal Cells, the Same but Different from the unit Structure and Function.